Hey guys, what's going on? It's Andy Brew here, and today I'm bringing you a Kingdom Hearts theory. Before we get started, just to let you guys know that there will be Kingdom Hearts spoilers ahead, and also I am getting over a cold, so I might sound a little bit sick, so just bear with me for a few minutes. Now, just as a preface, the original theory I am about to present is not my own theory. This has been a theory going around for years now. This is nothing new, and there have already been videos made on this subject matter, but since we know a lot more information now than we did then, I just want to bring a different perspective to the table. The theory has to do with the real reason why Marluxia was in Castle Oblivion. A lot of what I'm about to say early on in this video is going to be mostly information we already know, but I have to present it this way to give context. I'm going to be referencing HMK's video on this, so if you want to check it out, the link is in the description below. But basically, the theory is that Marluxia was in Castle Oblivion because he was actually looking for Ventus. As most of you probably know, we found out a while ago that Marluxia and Ventus were both Union leaders from the Union Cross era. Marluxia, in his time as Lorium, shared a history with Ventus. After the events of Birth by Sleep, Ventus fell into a deep sleep and Aqua locked him away somewhere in Castle Oblivion, which she created from the ruins of the Land of Departure. And out of all of the members of the organization, Xemnas put Marluxia in charge of Castle Oblivion. In Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, we learned that Xemnas would spend quite a bit of time in a place called the Chamber of Repose, in which he would seemingly be having conversations with Aqua's armor. In doing this, he could have been tapping into his past memories as Terra and or Xehanort, having Terra's body and being Xehanort's nobody. But the Chamber of Repose was part of a pair. The Chamber of Waking was the other, which is where Ventus was sleeping. We learned through a conversation with Xigbar and Zexion that Xemnas was very determined to locate the Chamber of Waking. Maybe Xemnas vaguely knew that Marluxia had history with Ventus, which is why he tasked him with locating the Chamber of Waking. This wouldn't be too crazy because in Kingdom Hearts 3, Xemnas is aware that Marluxia, along with Larxene, Luxord, and Demyx, have an ancient Keyblade legacy that sleeps within them. And I think he might have known this the entire time, considering when he's explaining how he chose the organization's members, he's referring to them in context of their original ranks, not in context of the new organization. The original theory that has been going around for years now was that Marluxia was in Castle Oblivion to find Ventus in order to save him from Xemnas, which is a reason as to why him and Larxene could have betrayed the organization. Back in the days of Union Cross, Marluxia and Ventus were comrades, they were friends, they were Union leaders together. However, now that we have more lore and story to go off of from Union Cross, I want to present a different variation of this theory. Maybe Marluxia wasn't trying to locate Ventus because he was trying to protect him. Maybe Marluxia was looking for Ventus because he was trying to kill him. Because maybe, just maybe, Ventus was Strelitzia's killer. A lot of people have been speculating about this for a very long time. Who killed Strelitzia? There are some people who have been theorizing that Ventus killed her because of the darkness inside of him. Vanitas has yet to be separated from him during this time, so Ventus being the killer is a possibility. Here's what's interesting. At the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, we find out that Xigbar is Luxu. In Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, we learn that Xigbar was actually the one who recruited Marluxia into the organization. I don't think that's a coincidence. In the secret reports of Kingdom Hearts 3, Luxu reveals that he kept watch over his Keyblade as it was passed out generation to generation, until it reached a full devoted to the darkness, who would eventually start another Keyblade War. Luxu's goal was to have the Keyblade War reenacted so that the Lost Masters would awaken, and the Master of Masters would return. Xehanort needed 7 lights and 13 darknesses to forge the Keyblade and to open a true and complete Kingdom Hearts. Maybe Xigbar knew a little bit about Marluxia's past with Ventus and came to the conclusion that Marluxia had the best chance of finding Ventus, one of the Guardians of Light. And I say maybe Xigbar knew a little bit about their past because maybe he didn't know that Ventus killed Marluxia's sister. Marluxia then goes to Castle Oblivion, and I'm sure during the time of Union Cross he did wield a Keyblade, but at this point in time he states that he's interested in making the Keyblade's power his own. Maybe Marluxia thinks that harnessing the power of the Keyblade is the key to locating Ventus, not because he's trying to find him for Xemnas, not because he was trying to find him to protect him from Xemnas, but because he wanted to kill him and avenge his sister. And attempting to kill Ventus would be seen as treason against the organization, because Dream Drop Distance tells us that Xemnas and Xehanort formed the organization in order to fill Xehanort's heart among 13 vessels, in preparation to go against the 7 Guardians of Light, thus forging a complete Keyblade and opening a complete Kingdom Hearts. I think this would add more depth to Marluxia and Larxene's betrayal because the organization needed Ventus in order to go through with their plans, and if Ventus were to be killed, that would be a problem. Now, there are flaws in this, because we know Luxia knows a lot, and Luxia did recruit Marluxia into the organization, but we don't know if he actually knows everything, which I don't think he does. And also, Marluxia would have had to somehow tap into his memories as Laurium in order for him to have these intentions in the first place, which maybe he could have, but I'm not so sure if that's the case, considering he doesn't start to remember who he really is until Sora strikes him down in Kingdom Hearts 3. Anyway, that's all I have for today. I wanted to talk about this to hopefully get some discussion going because I think it's interesting and I hope you guys do too. So let me know your thoughts and theories down below, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and most importantly subscribe for future content. Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind is coming out in a couple of days. We will be streaming that on this channel, so make sure to stay tuned for that. I'm Andy Brew, and I will see you later.